Okay, so I have to have a little snack.
What is it?
Oats. It's our the Brooklyn boys.
Yes. Love oats. Wow, wow, wow.
Anyway, if you want to do the intro, I'm just going to I'm going to look at my favorite.
I, first of all, love that spoon. I use it all the time.
I use it for everything.
I use it all the
It's
time.
the perfect spoon.
It is. Okay, welcome back, everyone, to the A-List podcast with Alex and Allison. Across from me is an oats-eating man.
This blueberry streusel by Oats. Truly the best overnight oats I've ever had.
Yeah, they're so good. Anyway. Well, while you're eating, today is April 29th.
What if we did the birthdays now?
Let's do the birthdays now.
Let's do it.
Great, while you're eating. Okay, so today we have Catherine Langford. I don't know if you know her, but she was in...
Ted Lasso.
No.
Oh.
Maybe. Actually, I don't know.
What? Okay, what?
She was in that movie or that show, 13th Reason. My 13 Reasons.
13 Reasons Why.
13 Reasons Why. She's the main character.
She's British, I think.
Is she?
I think so.
Nice. Next is Willie Nelson. He is 91.
All right. Wait.
It didn't say he was dead on here.
Willie's alive?
No, he's alive. He's for sure
Oh,
alive.
yeah, he just did a song with Beyonce.
Yeah, 91.
It's the green. It's the marijuana.
Yeah, it's keeping him alive.
Because he's so freaking chill.
Yeah. Wow.
I said frickin' because I know this is at the beginning.
Frickin' frackin'.
For YouTube.
Good job. Proud of you. Next, we have Uma Thurman. She's 54.
Love Uma.
Yeah. Jerry Seinfeld is 70.
Whoa.
We do have, to say RIP, Leslie Jordan's birthday. Did you think I meant to Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, I thought it was... No.
No. Leslie Jordan.
Oh, that is sad.
Michelle Pfeiffer is 66.
Not R.I.P. Still alive.
Still alive.
The OG badass Catwoman.
Yes. Master P, 54.
As in...
P
Little
Master.
Romeo's dad?
That's Little Romeo's dad. Me and Little Romeo have the same birthday.
Little Romeo had the show called Little Romeo.
Right.
And Master P played his father, but it was his real father.
Interesting.
Did you not watch Little Romeo?
I feel like I did because I liked him. I used to have a crush on him.
Speaking of Little Romeo,
did you meet him?
He was so attractive.
Little Romeo?
No, Bow Wow.
Yeah. Oh, like now?
Maybe Little Romeo. Sorry, I don't know. But like Bow Wow now.
Well, I haven't seen him.
Gorgeous mans.
Wow. I'll have to look him up. Next, I threw this one in. This person is also deceased, but just for our... What? This is for our Indiana roots.
Let me guess. Indiana roots. Is it Johnny Appleseed?
No.
Is it General Fort Wayne or General Wayne
Gretzky?
Larry Bird?
No. You did. If you had let me finish.
Michael Jackson.
No, that's a good guess, but no.
Can I keep guessing? James
Sure.
Dean.
No, but you need more context, I think, to get this.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because it has to do with like something that happens in Indiana, but he's not probably from Indiana.
Oh, something that happens in Indiana.
Yeah.
The Grable Fair? Too niche.
What happens in Indiana like one time a year? Also,
I thought like we swore to never speak of the mass sacrifice.
Not that thing.
Indiana wants.
It's like a sporting event.
Oh, Danica Patrick.
Close, very close.
Well, the Indy 500.
Yeah, this person actually doesn't. I don't know if he races Indy cars. This is so boring for people.
No, do you want to know something about the Indy 500?
What?
So, I went like 4 years in a row. My grandparents always had tickets, and the last year I went, I saw a man. The pit stop man that got his head run over was right in front of us, bleeding out everywhere.
It's not funny.
And it was that accident is the reason that all pit crew have to wear helmets.
And you saw this man get his head run over? Did he die?
No, he survived.
Oh, okay, good.
But the amount of blood, I can picture it right now, the exact scene. I know exactly what shirt I was wearing. I can see it all happening.
Very much traumatic things happened to you.
And I remember what I was eating. Do you want to guess what I was eating?
Hot dog.
I'll give you a category.
Okay.
It was an ice cream treat. What ice cream treat was I eating?
At the Indy 500, it's so hot.
Yeah. Because it's like what, Memorial Day? It's
yeah, and the like heat from
Sunday before.
And the heat from the
we were in the
track
rich
comes
seats.
up. I want to say a classic ice cream sandwich. Because here's my thing.
Close.
Oh, dang it.
Come on, it's me. And you're close with ice cream sandwich, and it's me. Allison, what's one thing I can never say no to? 1, 2, 3.
A chocolate chip cookie. It was a cookie sandwich.
Yes.
That makes sense because I couldn't picture you having like one of those chocolate popsicles because that would melt too fast.
Oh, yeah. I can't deal with the mess.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, who died?
Dale Earnhardt. He doesn't even race Indy cars. He races NASCAR, but I was trying to get like You
were trying to get me there?
I was just trying to get you to like racing and like a big racing event because there is a NASCAR event that happens as well.
Also right here in Long Beach.
Oh. Never been?
No. Is that a Formula One race?
Right. Those are different.
Oh my God. I actually don't know.
Are you done with your oatmeal?
I'm done with my oatmeal.
Your oats?
Love them so much.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Queen Herbie.
Oh, yeah.
38.
Happy birthday, Queen.
Happy birthday. So that's the birthdays.
Wow, that was fun to do it at the front, mix things up.
Yeah.
So I sent you a couple videos on TikTok of this person and his boyfriend, and they were like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, did you try?
I did try.
And?
Tell them what you're talking about first.
Oh, God, yeah. There's this video of this guy and his boyfriend, and he has close-ups of like lips, eyes, or nose, or like jawline of a celebrity, and is basically like trying to see if his boyfriend can guess who it is just by a very close-up picture of those particular body parts of the face. And I got every single one of them right immediately, like faster than this guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is actual proof. This is what I mean when I say like I literally am always paying attention.
Yeah.
I am so detail focused.
I got a couple. I didn't get them all right. I didn't get J-Lo or Bruno Mars.
Right away, Bruno Mars.
Yeah, I knew he looked familiar, but I couldn't place him.
One of them gave me pause, and it was Tom Holland.
Oh, in the first
still
video,
got it before, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But what a fun game.
It is fun. And I've seen people do that before. But now we should do that since you're so good at it.
Quiz me on that.
That'll be fun for me because I don't want to be quizzed because I'm not going to know.
2 on the spot.
Yeah. Well, so we're going to get into what you all want to hear about, and that is the Tortured Poets department. But I feel like that's the big convo. So I want to like talk about a few things before we get into it.
Okay.
And one thing I have to say is I have actually 2 things.
Okay. Make it 3.
One thing is Alex texted me yesterday. The most ominous
No.
thing.
To you.
Well, yeah. Okay. You know when people text you like, can you call me? Can you talk?
Yeah.
It was that vibe because Alex has never said this phrase to me in our friendship. And it was just, what you up to?
And it was like not while we were talking.
Yeah, it was out of the blue. You've never said that to me. You've either just like text me something or sent a voice note or just like called me, I guess. But it just said, what you up to?
I never know when she's fitness marshalling. And
yeah.
And most of the time when I actually have needed to talk to you, you'll be like, heading into a sweat session or something. So it happens a lot. So I'm like, I tried to remember your schedule for a while, and then it just became too hard because it kept changing.
Yeah.
So now I just always assume it was like around 11 or something.
Yeah.
And I just always assume that, this would be the time that she's fitness marshalling.
Yeah.
So let me double check. So I was just like, what you up to?
Well, now I've since learned that is a shortcut that you
Correct.
use.
That as soon as they dropped that update in iOS, when I had, again, like an iPhone maybe 8, I immediately made WUT just like shortcut to what you up to, because that's how I used to speak in 2014.
Yeah. But to me, I immediately started sweating. My heart was racing. I was like,
Her immediate response was, Alex, you have never said this to me before in our friendship.
And then I was like, something is wrong. Like I did something wrong. He's mad at me. That's, my anxiety. Yeah. But I was like, what could he possibly want to talk about right now that he wouldn't just text me?
And it wasn't that serious. It was truly just because I didn't know if I was interrupting and I didn't want to call, and you, like, I'd have to watch the video and see you like look at your watch, and then what if you lost time step, and then although that could
Hey,
become
I'm
a funny
good enough
cut down.
to do that. Yeah. Well, it ended up not being serious, but let me tell you, I really like that is so heart stopping when someone texts you something ominous like that.
Sure.
And I just needed to let the people know.
Okay.
The other thing is I've been having a hard time sleeping and I did such a weird thing.
Last night?
2 nights ago. Last night I slept better.
Okay.
But I was trying anything that I could do to sleep. I tried to, meditate.
Did you try to count sheep?
I didn't. But I got back on my phone because I was like, well, if I'm not going to sleep, then I'm definitely going to just look through TikTok.
100%.
And a live came up of this man reading Harry Potter out loud.
Like to soothe you to sleep?
Yes.
Did it work?
No.
Oh.
But he looked like Hagrid. Like he had like a beard.
What a very
and
cool niche thing to do.
it had like rain sounds and like like a fire crackling, and it was a very nice, but I was like, who else is doing this right now?
That's actually kind of love that. I
Like,
wish I had gotten in at the beginning.
I felt like I was like the only person in the world that could possibly be like setting this man next to my pillow and just like closing my eyes.
No way. I bet it's very popular. I could definitely see the appeal.
Because he was doing different voices too, but it was all like in a low
Did he have a good
tone.
narrator voice?
It wasn't my favorite.
Okay, well.
It was pretty good though. No. If this man's listening, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't that it was bad. He didn't have enough differentiating between the characters.
Got it. Okay.
So like Harry's voice sounded really similar to Hermione's voice,
Got it. Got it.
That was my hang up.
You wanted him to be like, oh, Harry.
I don't know what I wanted him to do, but I
You
mean,
could have commented.
I was trying to sleep.
Oh, right.
But I just felt so weird about it. Like I'm just having this
really
strange
funny.
man tell me a story. The problem is that it was in the middle of the Order of the Phoenix, I think. And
Strange spots come in on.
yeah, and I couldn't picture what was going on. Like for some reason my brain could not
Like follow along in the
comprehend.
movie.
Yeah. I don't know if there's like extra scenes in there.
Oh, they're 100%.
Yeah. I just felt like I don't know what's going on. I'm not like reading comprehension, listening comprehension wasn't happening.
Out the window.
And I was
asleep.
trying too hard to listen, and then I was like, I'm not going to fall asleep because this is like sounds like gibberish to me.
Yeah. Is that what you were going to say when you freaked out on our conference call yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I just felt, and I also felt so silly.
Yeah, I get it. I would feel a little silly, but I think it's cool.
Yeah. So that was my night last night.
Wow.
How has your week been?
Oh, I have a hot take.
Okay.
I have decided who I think is the hardest working actor in Hollywood.
Okay. Did you just like to yourself
Well,
go,
here's the
I
thing.
need to think about this?
Well, yes. Here's the thing. I think so. The reason I say it like that is like I think there are many actors and actresses that work very, very hard, but there's one in particular that I find myself thinking about almost daily.
I wonder if
and
I can.
then when I
guess.
realize who I'm thinking about them, I like laugh about it, so I never tell anyone. And then like all of a sudden yesterday, I was like, I'm thinking about this person again, and just how like amazing their repertoire is. Like I think this must be me acknowledging like this person's a hardworking motherfucker.
Is this a female?
It is a female, and I don't think you'll guess it.
Okay.
But like I think you may agree.
Okay, just tell me.
Allison Janney. I
fall
think
asleep to her
about-
most nights on How I Met Your Mother. Is that the same person?
No.
Oh, Allison, what's her name?
Janney.
No, but who's in How I Met Your Mother?
Hannigan.
Hannigan.
Yeah, no. Allison Janney.
Do I know who that is then?
Yes, because as soon as I start to say her fucking repertoire. So first of all, I became aware of Allison Janney with Drop Dead Gorgeous, which in my opinion is one of the best movies of all time. It's in
With
my top
Hilary
5.
Duff?
Jesus. Are you thinking of Raise Your Voice?
No.
What?
There's a movie with Hilary Duff on the cover and she has like a purse.
Called Drop Dead Gorgeous?
To look
No.
it up.
Our Lips Are Sealed?
No.
No, that's Mary-Kate and Ashley. Is it the one with her sister where they lose all their money?
Maybe. I don't know. I have to look on IMDb.
Do you know what Drop Dead Gorgeous is?
I guess not.
Kirsten Dunst, Allison Janney, Brittany Murphy is in it.
Maybe I haven't seen it.
So it's filmed like a documentary.
No, never seen it.
Do you need to find out this Hillary Duff thing before I continue with talking about my queen, Allison Janney?
I guess. I didn't mean to distract
Hillary only
you.
has one L.
Oh, you're right. That's why I'm having a hard time.
Yeah. Don't know why she spells it that way, but one L.
Okay. I'm looking. Gotta scroll. Beauty.
Beauty in the Briefcase. I cannot. No, I'm not talking about Beauty in the Briefcase. Drop Dead Gorgeous is an incredible film from early 2000s.
Okay.
It stars Kirsten Dunst. It's a pageant movie that's shot like, or it's like a documentary in this small town, and it's like documenting the like process of going to all the way in the pageant.
Okay.
And Allison Janney is in that. She plays Kirsten Dunst's mother's like best friend, who's, I think her name's Loretta, her character name, and she's so funny. This movie's incredible, by the way. Brittany Murphy's performance it's just a great movie. Top 5. Okay, remember that.
All right. I got it.
I have it on DVD. Maybe I need to watch that later. Okay, so that's where I was first made aware of Allison Janney. So you don't know her from that, but you might know her from the show Mom. She plays no?
Never watched it.
But do you know who's in that?
Oh, does she have brown hair?
Anna Faris, and then yeah, she has brown hair.
Okay, yeah. I have seen I've seen this artwork or whatever. I never have watched the show, but I've seen a clip or two.
She plays the FBI, the head of the FBI in the Melissa McCarthy movie Spy. That new Apple TV show, Palace Royale. Can you tell me what it is? What it's called?
Palm Royale.
Palm Royale.
Okay, yes, I do recognize her.
So Palm Royale was the last thing I watched her in, and her performance, like, it's a really good show. Kristen Wiig, incredible in it. I really recommend, and it's done, so you can watch all 8 episodes now.
Okay.
And Leslie Bibb. Oh my God, the cast is amazing. But anyway, so
You just think about her?
I would be doing things, and then whenever she came on screen, it would just like, she would totally suck me in. Anyway, I had watched that, and then I watched the new movie, The Creator, that had just came out. She's one of the lead characters in that movie too, and
she's booked and busy.
And this is why this is crazy. So I'm at the vet with Stanley in December, thinking he's dead, dying,
yeah.
and she's there. We go to the same vet.
What, you didn't say this?
I didn't tell you guys this?
No, not me.
I'm sitting there with Stanley. She and then I had to walk up to the front while she was waiting for her dogs, and she pet him. And there was a woman next to her that recognized her and like noted to it. And she was like, and she was so nice to her. And then
that's nice.
The vets like helped her load her dogs into her car. She drives just such a normal car.
Wow.
And she was so nice to everyone. And
that's
I was like,
great.
Allison Janney is.
Maybe you have some sort of spiritual connection to her.
She's such a good actress. She's
very funny. Now that I can see her face.
She won an Oscar. She has like 14 Emmys.
So she is rich.
You know the I, Tonya movie? She plays her mom.
Oh, okay.
Won the Oscar for that. She's incredible. Anyway, Allison Janney is, in my opinion, the hardest working actor in Hollywood.
Wow. That's
my hot take.
I don't think it's a hot take. Do you?
Does hot take mean something negative? I think it's just like a random take.
I feel like it means something that most people would say the opposite of.
Well, I just think immediately someone's going to go, you don't think it's Meryl Streep? And it's like, I don't not think Meryl Streep is the hardest working. It's just like Allison Janney is who I'm thinking about every day. So
she's going to hear this and get extra security.
Yeah, literally. We go to the same vet. Other than that, this week, I actually have been having a better week than last week. Like, I finally got things very sorted out over the weekend. We had some fun stuff over the weekend.
Yeah, we did.
And it's allowed me to have a clear headspace this week. So I'm getting a lot done, preparing for what insanity May is about to bring. All fun, exciting things, but insanity. By the way, will you watch Stanley while I'm gone?
Yeah, I thought we'd already talked about this.
I don't know if did we talk about Emily's bachelorette party? Oh, we did. It was that?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be gone 3 times.
Yeah.
But I want Ramiro to watch him when...
He's going to find out when he hears this.
He already agreed to it because I need to know if he can watch my dog.
Yeah.
And I told him that exact reason. He was like, I can do it.
Is he going to stay here?
No. So because Stanley is fine over at his place.
Yeah.
But I just think he needs to live or
Yeah.
Because I've asked you to watch for that. I've watched, and then my brother's wedding.
Yes.
And then I think something was, you were doing something in July when I'm gone, and I'm gone for a while in July.
In July? Let me look at my calendar.
And so I was like, if you can watch him for the quick weekends, then I can have Ramiro watch him for the full week.
Oh, my family's coming here.
They're coming at the beginning though.
Yeah.
But he did say, he goes, and if there's an issue and I need help, I can just call Allison. So he already knows.
Wow. Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah. You know,
Stan.
Stanley and I are buddies.
Yeah. He loves
But
him.
I will be staying here.
That's fine. Yeah. Do all your laundry.
Yeah.
Get all your laundry done. Go to the pool.
Yeah.
By the way, do you think there could be we need to think about a funny TikTok that's like a before and after, and it starts out in your pool, like against the gate, and then whatever happens, like ends up at mine.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I thought of that the other day. I was like, that would be really funny.
Well, they don't know this. So my apartment building has the weirdest pool. And it's like
so weird.
I don't know who did this.
It's definitely just a safety, right? They were probably like, remove the pool or you have to do this.
I guess. So it's basically like an open air apartment building, but like it's enclosed. So you walk in the front door into this like little courtyard.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 stories or whatever. And there's a pool in the middle that's like, I don't even know. I guess it goes to 6 feet. So it's a
nice sized pool.
But it's not very long. It's probably like...
I would say it's like more of a square with like a rounding to it.
Yeah. And, but so right outside of the lip of the pool is just enough room for, I don't know, it's like a foot. It's like literally a foot. Yeah. And then there's a tall fence around the whole thing,
outlining the entire pool.
Yeah, it outlines the whole thing. So you can't like really sit even on the edge of the pool. You can't lounge. You can't like lay out. You can't, and we're not allowed to have any chairs out there. Like literally, it's so weird. I've gotten in the pool a few times and just kind of stood at the shallow end just to like get some sun.
Yeah.
Because that's all you can do. Like I just like leaned against the wall because you can't do anything. It's so weird. And it's like, why didn't they just... I mean, I guess I'm grateful to have a tiny pool to like cool off.
The fence is wild. So
but I wish that I could show you guys without like really like, I guess I could maybe insert a picture.
Get really close.
I'll insert a picture here because it's so weird.
So random.
But that would be funny because your pool is humongous. At this place.
Like, not something making fun of it, just like a before, whatever the trend ends up being where it's like, and then it just
because it just looks ridiculous. But like the pool at this apartment is humongous. It's like Olympic sized. I want to say it's crazy.
It's very big.
So it would be funny.
Just a thought I had.
I like it. So do you want to get into TTPD?
I feel like
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. I have to admit, I'm still dissecting a lot of it. I had a little download session with Megan today. As we are both like kind of going through this one slowly right now. I was very in the dark, unaware that so many of these are about Maddie Healy, which is like...
Yeah, I think most people...
So that conversation with Megan was really interesting, and it's like, it's opened up a different... I guess I hadn't gone that far back in her like dating history knowledge.
Well, I also don't think it was like... I don't think most people knew how much of a history they have.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's wild. It's just...
Like, I feel like most people learned.
They were very on again, off again. So it makes me wonder, too, like how many other songs on other albums are about him that we think are about Jake Gyllenhaal. You know what I mean? Like, so now, but this does make sense to me in the sense that when they dated briefly between Joe finding out about the breakup and then Travis, it was so fast seeming. And then she did the like mouth the I love you to him on the screen for him one night. It was just like... I get that she's like she falls in love because I get that respect, but I was like, this just feels different.
Yeah, it did feel weird.
I didn't understand, didn't know about the history.
Yeah, I think like truly people that because I listen to some podcasts that are pretty Swiftie heavy, like some of the girls, and they were like, we had no idea it was this like 10-year long on and off again thing because back when that happened, I remember the tabloids being like, this is so weird that. Yeah. They're like so in love and it's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, and then they were already like broken up or whatever. So it's just like, I guess he's that person that she keeps going back to.
Yeah.
But like, why?
Truly don't know. I mean, he's very talented.
He's very talented.
I think he's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think he's not cute, but he's not someone that.
Not for you.
But also, I'm not that big into the 1975. You are a fan of the 1975.
Yes.
Probably if I went to a concert, I would, because I am so attracted to people who are talented and like, you know, charismatic on stage, if you will. So I'm not even going to pretend like I wouldn't leave there being in love, because many people are attracted to him.
I mean, you have been to a Dave Matthews concert, so.
And you know what? Dave Matthews, when he was younger, was pretty cute.
Wait a minute.
What?
Never mind. Dave Matthews is a single person? This is blowing my brains.
Yeah, Dave is a single person, and his band plays for him.
That's actually crazy.
Wait,
I thought Dave Matthews Band was like 4 dudes.
No.
Interesting.
He has like a guy named Tim who has like been with him ride or die forever. But the band has been with him forever too, but they're all different. He has like fiddle players and like all these big like saxophonists and trumpets and trombones.
So it's like Dave Matthews and his band.
Yeah.
Great. Great.
But he was cute back in the day. Then in the 90s.
Couldn't even tell you who he is in a lineup.
That's
Let
just
me tell you
cannot be true.
Here's who I'm picturing. The lead singer of Smash Mouth.
No.
That's who's popping in my head.
Have you never seen the movie Just Go With It? Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
So when they're at the resort, there's the weird couple. It's like Dave Matthews, and then it's like a very famous actress. I don't know who it is. It's not Michelle Pfeiffer.
That's Dave Matthews?
That's Dave Matthews.
It's Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman, yeah. Yeah, that's him. It's a really funny scene.
That's what scene he's in, like
he's in a lot.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
That was a funny part.
Okay, so let's give him a little bit of respect just because we
Dave
don't like his jam band music.
I kind of want to see a picture of him now.
All right. You want to see a 90s photo?
No. Show me. It can be recent. I can tell what someone looked like in the 90s.
Okay. Weird flex.
Yeah. You can show me a picture of anyone and I know exactly what they look like in the 90s. Yeah. I feel like I've seen him in many movies.
Yeah, he's been in, yeah.
I can see him in the 90s. Cute.
Where the Red Ferns Grow or something like that.
And again, this is the guy that's voice is kind of like...
Yes. Okay, so a little bit more respect is being
totally
given.
Respect. Like, what a career. I
didn't know.
I feel like he's a lot like God, omnipresent.
He's everywhere.
You can't totally see it, but you know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Not Dave Matthews being the same as God.
Maddie
Healy, Taylor Swift. Back to that.
Yeah, I can see how people would be attracted. I know that I would probably fall. But like just looking at photos of him, I'm not innately like, oh, you're hot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he's like smoking and like, I wouldn't want to kiss that.
But if I agree with you, then that means I can never kiss Lady Gaga.
Well, if that opportunity comes, you're going to have to, you know?
Yeah.
So what you have listened, what songs are you liking?
Oh, let me get my notes.
I'll start since it's shorter because
up.
I have been listening. I have been going slowly as well. I feel like I went through the first half of the album before she.
And we're talking about the extended album, right? You're talking about
I'm talking about it as
the whole thing
as a whole. But when it first came out, it was only like 9 p.m. here, so I was like, I'm just gonna like listen, and I would listen to. I just started the songs and got the vibe.
Yeah.
And then I just went on. I didn't listen to every song in full.
Okay.
So that's really what I've done. I haven't even skimmed. And I don't think I've done that for all of the extended either.
Okay.
So I've just kind of been going through and listening to songs randomly, you know?
For sure.
So I don't think I've made it through every single one yet because I'm not someone who ever listens to a full album, even if even if it was BTS.
Oh, I am.
Or Billy.
So
like I would be like, oh my God, the album's out. But then I would let the songs come to me. I've never been a person who can sit and just listen to an album all the way through. The only time I did that was with you for Midnights because I was with you.
Oh yeah. Is it because you listen to the singles only? Like if you've heard it on the radio or it was, is that maybe part of it?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like more of a singles girly, but I do
That's
like
fine.
to hear. I do like to hear the other ones. It's just like I feel overwhelmed when an
That's
album
fair.
comes out, so I kind of just have to get to it on my own time, if you will.
I live for albums.
Very fair, and a lot of people do.
And I think what's always fun about Taylor is that like it's fun to listen to them because you don't know what you're going to get as far musicality wise, but then like you're listening to every nuance of the lyrics, which is like a lot of times with like pop albums, you're like getting into it, you hear the music, maybe you're paying attention to the lyrics, but this is like you're literally listening to the lyrics. Yeah,
and I feel like I need to be looking at the lyrics because for some reason I can't tell what people are saying.
Hey, that's okay.
Especially like someone like Ariana. Like, what even is she saying?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I need the lyrics in front of me.
So hard.
So I will say that my favorite song is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. I can't stop listening to it. I'm obsessed. I do know the lyrics to that because I keep listening to it. It is so good. Wow. I just made a little list. I really like Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
Oh yeah.
Love that. And what's the other one?
Do you like Florida?
So I have Florida written down. Less of me loving it as a song. Okay. More of me wanting to choreograph the largest contemporary dance production number. So if anyone out there wants me to choreograph for their competition team, hit me up. You know what it is? It's Florence and the Machine. I love Florence and the Machine for contemporary dance.
It's incredible.
I have choreographed to her so many times. I like immediately when I hear a Florence and the Machine song, all I see is dance and choreography in my head. There's just something about her.
She really gets it out of you.
Yeah. So that I think I like So High School.
That's my
so
right
cute.
Now. That's one I'm got on repeat.
Guilty as Sin, like I want to like it because it's kind of like dirty and sexy.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I love the, melodies, if you will.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
maybe it'll grow on me because I want to like, and
a lot
I
of
want.
hers do, I think, tend to grow.
I'm picturing her with Joe, thinking about Maddie. It's not great. It's not good for her, but it's like I'm just picturing her being like. I've been watching a lot of Love is Blind.
Oh. Okay.
And like I'm putting her and like what if she's on Love is Blind and like Joe is there and also Maddie's over there and she's coupled up with Joe, but she's like in bed when they're going to bed at night thinking about being with Maddie. Like that's what I'm thinking about with that song. So I like it, but I wish that it was different.
Great. That's fair. That's a fair opinion.
Okay, what are yours?
So, I also do love I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. You've bought merch now. You are a fan of this song. I'm not quite there with it.
Yeah.
I do like Fortnite. I think the single is nice.
Oh, yeah.
I really do like it. I think that her and his voice
and Post
together
looks
is
so
nice.
good in the wow.
Are you seeing that shirt going around that's like Taylor Malone and it's a picture of her and they've put all of his tattoos on her face?
Yeah, I've seen the image of her.
Yeah, it's on a shirt now.
Cute.
Tortured Poets Department. Every time I listen to it, I like it a little more.
Okay.
But it's not giving me like the feels of I think what it's trying to do. I'm not gonna not.
I love imagining her doing mushrooms though.
Yes.
So fun.
Yeah. But Daddy, I Love Him. This one's interesting.
Okay.
So Megan, I listened to it. Didn't really like. I was driving at this point too, so like I was only half paying attention. Megan pointed out something that like she's heard this song as a song for like the queer community, and the way it hit her was like her being with a woman and like the church being like, but the daddy in this, and she was like it would like really hit her hard.
Okay.
How like not accepted at church anymore. And she thought she was like the only one that felt this. I've not listened again since hearing that and like trying to interpret it, but she found someone on TikTok today who's blowing up, giving that exact same feedback. Like I think this is like.
Wait, so is this like a Gaylor?
No, I think it actually it's about Maddie Healy. Okay. It's about, I think that one is, and also I Can Fix Him. No, really, I Can. which is good.
Yeah.
That's about him too. I really, really actually did enjoy Thank You, Amy. Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah. I like that too. I forgot.
Yeah, Thank
I
You,
didn't write
Amy.
that down.
Clever girl.
Badass.
Clever girl. So High School is what I've on repeat right now. And absolute, to be completely honest, tracks 26 through 31, I haven't gotten to them yet. So that's like the prophecy.
So we'll
Cassandra,
have to update.
Peter. Yeah. There was one more that I really liked. What was it? Oh, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me?
Yeah.
It's cute.
It is good. Oh, I have a question as a songwriter. So it's been revealed through the like records or whatever, the people or the CDs, like the physical CDs,
documents,
that Emma Stone is credited as a songwriter on Florida for contributing oddities. And as a songwriter, can you explain to us what that means? Maybe?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so that's not a normal phrase.
I imagine it would be the same as like how she included her grandmother, and her grandma was like opera singing.
Okay.
And that's probably what an oddity is.
I mean, Emma can sing. She was in La La Land, but she would just be contributed, like she would just be like featured then, right? Like it would be like featuring.
If she actually sang.
Well, because you know how like in Snow on the Beach, like Lana, like when I don't know when she's singing that, right?
She's the chorus.
Oh. Okay, so got it. But she doesn't have verses. Like to me, someone featured, like I just thought that meant like they had actual, like they were like on the verses. They were singing alone ever.
Oh, yes. I would have, but Lana's voice is pretty on that.
Okay, well, so sorry. How
what?
Stupid can I be?
No, what is oddity? How's it spelled?
ODDITIES or ODDITY. So I think it's in the physical book that you get when you buy the record or the CD. Like it's not on Spotify.
Oh, no, that's interesting. I'm just looking up what does it mean? No, I think it does have something to do with the lyrics. A closer inspection of the album lyric booklet shows a credit for Emily Jean Stone for oddities. So it doesn't seem, though, this is not a normal thing in music. Like this is
So she just made it up.
Yeah. So
I want to say like, yeah, it's like a weird.
It's like her being like, maybe she's like laughing or something.
Yeah.
Like, Emily Stone for oddities.
Did you finish Poor Things, by the way?
Yep.
You didn't.
I finished it and I started it and watched it again, and I don't get it.
Wait, really? No
Really.
way.
I am afraid to tell you both because here's the thing. I know that like her opinion of me will be affected.
No, I'm hurt. I'm also hurt because I loved it.
I really, really wanted to. And I thought it was the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. The cinematography out of this fucking world. Costuming, it was beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was under the assumption that something big was going to happen. I think that also maybe ruined it for me because the entire time I was waiting for it to flip. Is it a dream? Is this not a reality? Like, because that was what I had absorbed from hearing
maybe because we're women,
it.
we get it more. Because it's like, to me, it's like she starts out as, not spoiler alert, I guess, for Poor Things if you haven't seen it, but she starts out as like basically a baby's brain, like not being able to understand things. And then she continues on to learn and learn and learn. And as a woman, she's like learning the world, and she starts understanding, like as a woman, she doesn't get as many rights as a man. And so then by the end, when she's like sitting there and they have
just turn him into a sheep or whatever. And
she's like, it's like taking her power and realizing her power as a woman and turning it around on men.
Okay, so I definitely got the empowerment thing that was going on. But I think, again, I was just like waiting for something. And I was like, oh no, this just
is that just because we built it up too much?
It might have been.
Because I feel like it's a movie that you would watch on your own and be like, you guys have to fucking watch this movie. Like, you're going to die.
I just like...
I thought it was the most genius thing I've seen in forever. I think she was absolutely
worthy of the Oscar. Like, her performance. Yeah. Again, I have nothing against it. I just wanted it to hit me more than it did.
Interesting.
So I'm not like... and I don't think it was bad. I was just like... I don't get it. I wanted to get it like everyone else got it. And I feel a little... I mean, I understand it. I want it to affect me.
Got it. Maybe just like it's a girly
And
things.
maybe I just need to try again. But I wasn't wrong the second time through. It is a lot of female masturbation.
Oh, she's having so much sex.
So much sex, so much fun.
She's figuring.
The sets were so
it out.
fucking cool.
Yeah, I loved it.
Honestly, the acting, everything was great.
The costuming,
I wanted to just hit my heart.
like the way they colored everything. It's just like,
oh yeah,
wow,
they nailed it.
Back to T Swift.
Yeah.
So those are all the ones you are enjoying.
Yeah, those are like my top right now.
So my other question is, there's a little bit of discourse within the Swiftie community that I'm hearing. Again, I'm not really in the community, but there's some discourse on people being like over Jack Antonoff, like over this sound.
Interesting.
And a few podcasts I've listened to have like referenced this, that they've seen people commenting like that they're just like bored of Jack Antonoff and the sound that that maybe he is holding her back, which like I can't imagine that she wouldn't speak up if she felt like that.
She's clearly inspired by working with him.
Yeah. But are you more of a Jack Antonoff? I know the answer to this. Are you more of a Jack Antonoff or a Max Martin?
Well,
person?
Max Martin, I love a hit, but I do really love Jack Antonoff. I love the Bleachers. I don't know. I've always seen Taylor Swift as an evolving artist. So I think she's just like really fucking inspired working with him right now. And I think she will work with other people. Yeah. It's going to just keep changing. Yeah. I think there are a lot of people, and I don't disagree that I would love another 1989. Yeah. Like bring me some Max Martin hits. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't think that we won't see that from her again, but I could see where people are maybe getting mer.
Yeah, I feel like as a person who's a little bit removed from knowing all these things, in my mind, I was like, okay, if I know that Max Martin did a lot of 1989 or most of it, and I know that Jack Antonoff did Folklore, Evermore, this album, which like I don't love the synth pop in everything, then okay, I would say I'm a Max Martin girl. But I looked up what songs they have done, and like Max Martin, We're Never Getting Back Together, Blank Space, Bad Blood, All You Had to Do Was Stay, I Knew You Were Trouble, 22, like
they're so good.
All those are so good. But then I looked up Jack Antonoff, and it's like, no, he has songs that are like Cruel Summer. Yep. One of my favorite songs. That's Jack Antonoff.
Antihero.
Out of the Woods, Antihero, Lavender Haze, which is I think my favorite song from Midnight's. Maroon, all of Midnight's. I guess. That has more of that. Dress is one of my favorite songs.
So good.
Wow. Getaway Car.
Did you say Out of the Woods? I think he did Out of the Woods.
Out of the Woods. Yeah. Is Illicit Affairs.
Yeah.
Like all these songs, Karma, all these songs that I like are also Jack Antonoff. So I think
But it's gonna evolve. She's always gonna be trying new things. Like
because after Folklore and Evermore, Lover was a different sound, and then Midnight's was a different sound.
Well, Lover was before Folklore and Evermore.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah. But like,
sorry, I even got confused.
Midnight's didn't sound the way that this sounds,
and Midnight's didn't sound like Folklore and Evermore.
Sure, I admittedly don't know much about those.
That's why, because and this definitely leans more towards that feel, and it doesn't feel like Midnight's at all to me. Totally not.
So I think work with whoever you want to work with.
And also like she's always like, we never know what she's going to do next.
Yeah. Which is fun.
Keeping us on our toes, and I kind of like it.
So that's, our recap of, I got to do a little YouTube short of Fortnite. So
we'll link it here. You should link it here.
Yeah.
So they
go
can
look at that.
Said we have some speak pipes.
We do have some speak pipes.
Whoosh, woo. Yay.
All right. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready for it?
Hey, Allison and Alex. First of all, to Allison, my name is James. I apologize if it looks like I'm stalking your social media or anything. I just think you're really pretty. I'm not about stalking or anything. I actually have a stalker who really likes my social media. So anyway, I have a couple of questions regarding kind of starting out and everything. So when I first started kind of my blog and everything and started sharing things, It took a lot of work and effort into kind of starting the pages and everything. And kind of my biggest kind of roadblock right now is TikTok and monetizing with them and getting them to kind of work with me. I seem to have little to no response from them when it comes to them reaching out and saying let's do X, Y, and Z, and it takes ages for them to reply. And so I don't know what to do about that. I do have a business account on TikTok now, and it's no longer a personal page. It's kind of like a professional page. Like so is my Facebook and Instagram. So I just wanted to know if you guys had advice on how to kind of work with TikTok.
I don't.
It is the wild, wild west.
Yeah. I think Meta is bad too. There's not a lot of communication that you can have until you get a partner manager. And I don't know what it's called on TikTok, but like YouTube and Meta, like you really don't get help from them as a platform until you reach a high enough level to where you can have, I don't know what it's called, but like on YouTube, it's called a partner manager.
Yeah.
And then you have direct access to someone who can, talk to different departments and get you help. But until you're at that level, like there really is not.
Yeah, and I've noticed like there is no also like every time you there's no rhyme or reason to anything because
no.
I mean I've run accounts on TikTok for brands that I don't know why a video is doing well, and I do the same method for another brand and get shadow banned.
Yeah,
it's like what?
Yeah, I'll say monetization wise, like it's not good for anyone unless you are a UCG creator right now. Like
I'm also hearing, and tell me if I'm wrong, that Facebook is kind of paying the most right now for longer form videos.
So it has gone up and down. Like there was, I think last year, and maybe for some people last year or the year before, Facebook was paying the most because they had their ads on or their bonus program.
Okay, yeah.
That was fire. And it's no longer that.
Damn.
So they may be paying people more for longer form, but I've also posted vlogs on there and haven't really seen a difference in like the amount of money that I make from them.
Yeah.
So really, to be honest, all of the social media sites are ever changing and ever evolving. Like Instagram, their bonus program was also fire when they were doing it and making a lot of money. And now it's not like that anymore. And it's like, you have to post, I don't even know what you can post to make money on Instagram because
it's crazy.
It's hard.
I would say too, like maybe the best thing you can do is just stay in the game.
Literally you just have to going. I mean, money, who even knows what's happening with TikTok with the legislation that's happening. So maybe, don't even worry about it. But also, if you go into the back end of TikTok, if you're a creator, there's a lot of monetization tools that you can use. Like I've been using, there's a work with artists section where whoever's trying to push their music and get their music seen, they have campaigns that you can be a part of where cool. It'll be like, post this type of video to this new Madison Beer song where you sing the lyrics and you do a cute little transition or whatever and post it. And then you have like a week period where, however many views you get equals how much money you can make on it.
Got it.
And it'll be like capped at $800 and 0 to 5,000 views is $20. 5,000 to 10,000 is 30, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
So there are tools on the back end that you can use to make money outside of TikTok Shop, which also I think is what most people on TikTok are doing right now, to be honest. And then, it's really just like trying to evolve with the trends to try to see what works for TikTok as a whole and then like what works for your audience. Because for me, sometimes I do a trend that I've seen people get millions of views on.
Yeah.
And I don't get that many, but then I post a dancing video that gets that many views.
Right.
And it's like, okay, my audience just wants to see me dance and not hear me talk.
The algorithm promotes
and you
that
just have
for
to
you.
find out what like your audience wants to hear and just like be consistent, because consistency is really the only way to make money on any social media.
Yeah.
So thank you. And thank you for the kind words. That is very nice. James.
Thank you, James.
This one's short, so let's just do, but I think this person.
Hey Allison, I would love to join your A list. I love you guys in the Fitness Marshall. You guys are literally in my dream. I always listen to you guys every day. I dance to you guys' videos, like different ones. It's just so fucking good. So yeah.
So I think she accidentally stopped it. She sent another one in right after. So I think this is.
And how long have you been doing this podcast for? Is it fun? Do you like doing it?
Okay.
Hello, thank you. Everyone with an accent that calls in. Wow,
yeah.
You really just make money.
The next one's an accent too.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to answer?
We are on, you're currently listening to episode 13. This is our second time doing a podcast together. First time.
It's been like 2 months now, right?
It's been about 2 months. Well, let's see. One a week, and this is episode 13.
Right.
So 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right. That's wild.
3 months we've been doing this podcast, and yeah, it's been really fun. It's been a really fun
so much
outlet.
fun.
It's so funny to think that the beginning idea for this was going to be 100% at Allison's new place. We painted a wall.
There's still tape on the ceiling because I can't reach it.
Hey, you need to host a game night. What are you doing?
Okay.
And it was going to be over, and then just we had to roll with it.
Yeah.
We started out over there. We jumped around a bit, but no, I think it's been really fun.
So fun.
Yeah. And you sent me a video today that's like podcasts that make it past the 25th episode.
I did.
Are in the top 1% of podcasts.
Yeah, which is wild.
Or they're the top 1% that
Is that right?
1% of podcasts make it to 25 episodes.
Correct.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't have any intention of stopping. This is a pretty well-oiled machine at this point.
I was just sending it for a little motivation, just in case.
It was like, because what it used to be when I was engineering and producing podcasts a couple of years ago, it was most podcasts all fall off by episode 6.
Okay.
So that's new data, which is exciting to hear that.
Yeah.
That's
we're
wild.
halfway there.
Yeah, people don't usually make it past 3. I mean, I get it. That is the hardest part. It was the first 3 or 4 episodes that was like getting in the routine of figuring out the flow and how we were going to do things, what worked, what didn't. And now it feels like it's getting a lot smoother.
I mean, if you didn't know how to produce audio,
well, we'd be learning together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now it feels like we understand what the roles we each take, and it comes together pretty quickly. So yeah.
And when you like what you're talking about, that helps, because if we were,
I think the only challenge though is that we do talk more often than this one interaction.
Yeah.
So it is like I try to hold on to some things, but it's like hard when you're spending like whole days or nights together and not saying stuff. But
we're still gonna keep going.
Somehow we always find something to say.
That was Selena, by the way.
Thank you, Selena.
And I think this is Emily, but it's spelled Emilie, which is fun.
Hi, Allison and Alex. My name is Emily. I live in London in the UK, and I love listening to your podcast. I got really excited last week when Alex mentioned that one of his favorite podcasts is Tony and Ryan. Yeah. I listen to them every single day. I think they're so funny.
Tapas.
And so I thought, given that Alex loves the Tony and Ryan podcast and Allison loves to play games, maybe you could play one of the games that they play on their podcast, which is called Normal or Nah. Basically what they do is they're given a scenario by one of their listeners, and they have to discuss whether they think the scenario is normal or not. So for example, normal or not, reclining your seat on a domestic flight. Or normal or not, taking your water bottle to the bathroom. I think it's always so hilarious to hear them discuss it, their different views. And so I thought it could be fun for you two to play the game as well. You can come up with your own ideas. I'll also send you some ideas over Instagram for inspiration. And then I look forward to hearing your discussions. Bye.
Oh my God, I love that.
What a fun English accent. Yeah. I don't feel like I've ever heard that. I know that like different areas of, the UK have different accents, and that's an English accent I feel like I haven't
I love it.
Heard before.
Spell Emily again?
Emilie.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cute.
Did you get a DM?
I did, but she didn't give me any. So,
okay.
So she said basically, she was like, I sent you a speak pipe and I'm going to send you options, but then I never got the options. Okay. I wrote a few down. So we can talk about the one she said, reclining your seat, which I don't listen to Tony and Ryan like
but you've listened to them because when we lived together, I listened to them
before, but I also like follow them. So I see their clips. I see these all the time.
It's all over it. I love it so much.
So let's talk about the reclining of the seat.
Okay. I do think it's normal.
We're going to get crucified.
I won't do it because I don't like inconveniencing people. But if someone does it, I'm like, well, yeah, that's your right, I guess.
Same. So like, I think it's normal. I'm so scared. I do it conditionally. Okay. So I'm not going to say I never do it.
And also same here. I don't never do it.
I don't never do it. So here's my thing. When I sit in my seat, I see who's sitting behind me. Or if, you
introduce yourself. You exchange phone numbers.
And during the flight, I do a quick little check. What's going on behind me? Are they sleeping?
How are you doing this check? Walk me through.
Just like a little.
Through the tiny ass crack.
Or like, or like if I go to the restroom or something, like I just like check out the vibes. Okay. If this person, definitely like a stretch, like a little like, fix myself, look behind. What's going on back there? Is it a kid?
You would know
if it's a kid.
Kicked.
I'm leaning back.
Oh hell yeah!
Because they're short.
And you're gonna get kicked. You're gonna get kicked anyway.
Yeah, and they don't care about me.
No.
And here's my thing: is it a 2-hour flight where I'm chilling,
or is it on the way to Dubai?
If it's an overnight, if it's a red eye, like what's the difference? If it's a short one, like no, I'm not reclining my seat. If it's like I need to sleep, then I'm assessing. Are they asleep as well?
Yeah,
if they're asleep, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
If I look back and they're like working on their laptop furiously, like I'm not going to recline back. I feel like I will only do it if I know that I'm not inconveniencing the person behind me.
For sure.
And if like it's, what's everyone else around me doing? If I can see that it's a very tall man that is having a hard time fitting his legs in there, I'm not going to do it.
That's nice.
If it's like someone who...
Again, assuming that you're not on a 15-hour flight, because at some point you'll need to recline in that.
Yeah, it's a little like wild to be like, okay, we're flying across the world, but you can't put your seat back. So it's conditional for me. I'm not going to be an asshole if on purpose and like piss someone off. And I'm never upset with someone unless I'm trying to edit, which that's the only time that it really sucks for me is if I'm using my computer and I'm trying to edit because it's so small. But if I'm just like watching my iPad, girl, lean your seat back.
Right. And I would also say when I'm in first class, I'll recline.
Well, that's different.
A lot of space.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's conditional. I hope I don't get freaking crucified for that because I know that it's like a hot topic. But the other one was taking your water bottle to the restroom.
Okay, so that I don't feel. I guess
public. I guess.
Well, that made me think. Normal or not, when you're at a club, like going to the bathroom with your drink.
Yeah, you take that drink in there because someone's roofing you.
But it's like that's normal.
Yeah.
Like people don't see that in the restroom and be like, ooh, even though that does feel more ooh than a water bottle.
Yeah.
I guess I go to too many theme parks, so for me, a water bottle is normal.
Yeah. If I'm at home, I'm not doing it because, like, I don't need to.
Right. But I do because I take pills before bed, so I have a water bottle in there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to. I guess if I'm somewhere where I trust the people, if I'm at lunch or something and I have a water bottle, I don't know why I would have that. But would I leave it on the table with my friends? Yes. If I'm out at a club and I'm afraid of getting roofied, no.
No, yeah, no.
Two different things.
Okay.
I wrote one down.
Let's
just
hear
like, I was trying to think of these. I don't think I'm good at thinking of them. But this one I thought in my head was maybe good. And it is singing in the shower when you live in an apartment building. Because it's like there's a lady that lives in my building that sings in the shower. Luckily, great voice.
Luckily.
Honestly, lovely voice. And I'm not mad at it because it's good.
Yeah.
But I can hear her outside.
Wow, she's belting.
She's
for the gods.
belting.
I think it's normal.
Yeah, I guess unless someone complains.
Yeah, then it's like, that's cringe. Calm down.
Yeah. But I was trying to think of like, because the walls are usually thin in an apartment building, so they can probably hear you. Because I feel like the way that layouts go is like
Bathrooms are all
sometimes,
together.
yeah.
Interesting.
So that's all I had. If you can think of any off the top of your head.
Normal or not sunglasses inside?
Are you hungover?
Maybe.
I feel like if you don't feel well, if the light is hurting your eyes, then
I like it. I think it's normal. Like today when I was at Trader Joe's, when I walked over there, I was just never took them off.
no. So I feel like I can't see. If I if I'm not like ill where I have a headache and I need the sunglasses to make my head not hurt as much, that is when I would wear the glasses inside.
Okay.
If I go inside a grocery store, I am impaired. Like I cannot see what's going on.
It's just a little darker, but you're convinced.
No,
you'll
I
be
feel
able
like
to see
I can't
anything.
see. Like if I drive into a parking garage and from the outside, I can't do like immediately glasses off because I can't park.
Okay.
if I have them on.
Yeah. I get it.
It's sort of like I can't park when the music's playing. Or in a stressful traffic.
Yeah, you got to turn it down.
Got to turn it down. I feel like the glasses got to come off for me to be able to park.
Okay. I get that. That's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Who was that? What was her name again? Emily.
Emily,
thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
That is
thank you
fun.
so much.
I'm a Tapa.
A Tapa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really funny.
So they're so funny.
Well, we will come.
Crazy. We're saying the same thing.
We will come back to you guys with more TTPD as, Alex listens more.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know you're itching to hear more.
Yeah. And, if more information comes out, more juicy details that we need to, because here's my thing. There hasn't been any really like Gaylor lore on this.
Not yet. Or not that I've seen at least.
Not that, who knows what her dating history is. If you guys don't know, there's a sector of Swifties that think that Taylor has had relationships with women, which is, totally fine. But it's never been confirmed. So a lot of the decoding of the last, like Midnights especially, and a lot of 1989, there's like lore of, did she date Diana Agron? Did she date, is that it?
The Victoria's Secret model.
Oh, what is her name?
Carly Kloss?
Carly Kloss. Yeah. Like those two are these songs might be about that possible relationship, and I have heard none of that on this album.
Not
so
yet.
Who knows?
Well, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Because anything could happen at this point.
Yeah. News anchor Alex.
And please remember to send us a speak pipe.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was fun.
Thank you for listening. Alex and Allison signing off. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you in the next one.
The A-List.